Okay, so we have 0 stress. I guess. Just continue on. See what happens. This afternoon, the student council has a meeting. Hello, little earthworms! The final month of the school year lies just ahead, and there is much to do. Every April, we welcome the first storm of the season with a thunder call. When you hear thunder, no matter the time of day, you must gather all your classmates and proceed to the gym to celebrate. There is no formal ritual to practice. Each student should dance, stomp, and shout as he wishes to encourage nature's strength. Upperclassmen may also demonstrate their skills in advanced red magic by weaving patterns of fire and lightning. However, this can be dangerous in such a chaotic environment. I am relying on you officers to help maintain order. That includes preventing any student with unpredictable or inexperienced control over air skills from making the attempt. Especially the freshmen. There's always next year after all. For the others, yes, but not for me. Keep an eye out for any trouble or injuries and call for aid if you can't heal them yourself. Don't worry too much. It's very rarely necessary. It's probably for the best that she warns us about safety issues, even if they're unlikely. There is, of course, one other major celebration for all students to complete the school year. The May Day Ball. Every class is expected to contribute to the joy of the community. You treasurers should organize with your fellow officers to decide what sort of fundraisers you would like to manage. I'll give you a few minutes to discuss the subject. Please come and talk to me if you have any questions. So that sounds like it's mostly Jacob's job, but we're supposed to make suggestions. I turn to my fellow officers. I don't know much about school fundraisers. What sorts of things do people usually do? With students, you can't just ask for donations directly. We don't have much left to spend allowances on. People generally don't want to give money unless they're getting something in exchange. They're getting a school dance. Everyone's getting that, whether they donate or not. Givers want to feel that they're getting something special. We could make something to sell, but then the cost would come out of our profits. You've got to spend money to make money. You don't have to. If you're clever and creative, you can sell something that didn't cost you money. I don't think people want to pay you to tutor them. I'm not the treasurer anyway. I could sell lessons in dance or etiquette, but only when I have time and only to other students. If we want a successful fundraiser, we're better off targeting either the public or the parents. They have deeper pockets than students who can only scrape up $5 a week. That's certainly true, he says, looking at his $3. When you say the public, do you mean the locals without magic? Why would they donate to a dance they can't attend? If they're romantics with fond memories of their own high school proms, why not? Anyway, I don't think a straight donation is the way to go. Selling items with a feel-good donation markup is better. I think Franco is right. Parents have more emotional involvement, so they'll be more likely to give. On the other hand, there are only so many parents, and it's easier to reach the public. Is it? We'd have to arrange permission if we wanted another booth. Parents we could just write to. Well, you're the treasurer, so it is your decision. I think parents are the way to go. I'm just not sure what to sell them. At my old school, they always sold wrapping paper, but people were usually sick of buying it. Parents buy extra photographs of their children, but we aren't allowed cameras here. Well, parents usually want to hear more from their children, right? We could offer to make everyone send special cards to their parents if they donate. And that shouldn't cost us much for supplies, either. That's a good idea. Is it really fair to make promises on behalf of other people? What if someone doesn't want to write a card?
They'll do it if the student council tells them to. We have a few weeks. You have time to get students' permission before you write to their parents.
Alright, I think that's a plan.
Aw, no dance lessons this year. Sad. We talk a little more about the details before Professor Potsdam stands up again.
Now, there are a few more things that I need to discuss with the senior officers. For the rest of you, if you need me, come and find me later this week.
I suppose that means we're dismissed. Summarily, I'd say.
Get out of here!
Ah, April Fools. On Tuesday morning, I hear someone knocking on my door.
Hey, Franco! Come look at this thing I bought!
What is it?
It's a pair of trick handcuffs!
What happened to your not jelly beans? Oh no. I never expected Luke to be into ropes and chains. Wiggle waggle.
See? There's no keyhole, just this little peg here under the wrist.
He holds up the handcuffs and demonstrates how a tiny metal point slides back and forth to lock and unlock them.
I'm going to chain myself to a desk in protest.
Protest of what?
I don't know, not enough pizza in school or something. Let me show you how they work. I'll put this one on me.
Oh no, you're not gonna be able to get it off. He clicks one of the silver bracelets around his right wrist.
Now give me your hand.
Okay. He snaps the other cuff around my left wrist.
Obviously it opens right now.
He opens it and closes it again.
But if I flick the switch over...
He shifts the peg, then tugs at the cuff. It won't move.
Now we're stuck together.
Right.
Okay, I'll undo it.
He fumbles with the catch. What is it?
I think it's... stuck?
He lifts his arm, which pulls my arm up along with it.
Maybe it's because I can't use my right hand? You try.
I reach over and try to wiggle the pin that he showed me earlier, but it's fixed solidly in place. Was there an instruction ritual somewhere?
It just worked before.
Did you show this to Donald? It would be just like Donald to make a prank out of prank handcuffs.
I don't think so. And he left already, so I can't ask him. Logan's smart. He can probably figure out how to fix it if we ask him after class.
He twitches.
I've got grabs today!
You want us to go to class like this? I tug at the chain that connects us.
If we sit next to each other and use our capes to hide it...
There is no way he's going to let us share a desk.
We could study in the library instead?
That's not what I had intended to do today. I suppose we'll do things your way.
Okay, so we just have to get through this morning at the library, and then lunch in the cafeteria, and then we can find Logan.
We have to go to lunch chain together? Well, I suppose there are worse people to be stuck to.
I ended up studying twice in a row. Oh no.
Oh no. This is amazing. During our morning in the library, we could huddle together over a single shared book. Getting lunch is slightly more complicated. We sidle through the line, sticking close together, and order only light items since we each have only one hand to spare for our own tray. Then we have to sit down next to each other rather than across so that we can keep our chained hands under the table out of sight.
Why don't you just hold hands at this point?
With his free left hand, he holds up a container of chocolate pudding.
I can't get the top off with one hand.
Put the flippy bit in your mouth and tug it off with your mouth, man.
Why didn't you get a cookie?
I like pudding.
Here, hold it up. He studies the pudding cup while I peel off the lid.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This is harder on him than it is on me. I've still got my dominant hand available. Luke's pudding-laden spoon is dangerously wobbly.
Oh, God. I changed to a flirty personality at the perfect time.
Would you like me to feed you?
Oh, I've got it!
Of course, Luke being Luke, he immediately fumbles the spoon and flicks a glob of chocolate onto the chest of his robes. Here. I grab a napkin and swipe it away as best as I can.
Thanks.
Sorry I don't know the right spell to get it clean. With enough black magic, it would be easy to tease the substances apart, but that takes a more detailed touch than we're taught as freshmen.
Oh, don't worry, I can wash it off.
He picks up a napkin and dunks it in his water, then begins scrubbing at his clothes.
Hey, someone else who does that. I do that all the time.
With both hands. I blink and look down at the handcuff hanging off my wrist, one half now open and empty. Did that just pop open?
Nope, I opened it, with the trick pin on the other side.
I stare at him.
You're supposed to say, you mean you could have taken your hand out of that at any time? And then I say, no, only when it's funny! Classic Roger Rabbit. April Fools!
I do not understand what you are talking about. Luke bursts out laughing and promptly knocks over his glass, spurting a pool of water all over the table.
You know what? Applause for the commitment to the joke.
It takes us a few minutes, but once Luke frees my hand from the trick handcuffs, we manage to clean up the mess. Luke explains that April Fool's Day is an American prank tradition. Since I had no idea, it made me a perfect target for a big joke.
We also do it the other way around, where you announce something crazy on April 1st, and no one believes it, but it's true.
So was this something you and Donald came up with?
Nope, this was all me.
Luke shoves the handcuffs into his pocket and crams the last of his food into his mouth.
See you later.
He heads out of the cafeteria without causing any further crashes that I can see. I suppose I've learned something today, even if it wasn't quite what I expected.
But apparently, you have inspired him to be more creative than, fake jelly beans. Franco. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so, speaking of black magic.
Footsteps in the hall signal the usual Saturday morning distributions. Even I receive something this time. It's a consent form asking for my permission for Jacob to contact my parents for the May Day Ball fundraiser. How will that work? Will Professor Potsdam forward the information herself, or would this require Jacob finding out my true identity? If I agree, of course, I will be required to write a special letter to my parents in exchange for a donation to the school.
I mean, it was our idea, so...
He'll have to ask Potsdam for the contact details anyway. I'm sure she'll handle things appropriately.
That's what she does, after all. We are at 8. I think we could study. I'm gonna study alone. And I'm gonna read all about April Fool's hijinks. Let's see. Fundraising storm.
We had a student council meeting where we planned our fundraisers for the May Day Ball, as well as preparing for the Thunder Call celebration.
Stuck with you.
Luke came to my room to show me a pair of trick handcuffs, but the trick broke, and we ended up chained to each other.
April Fools.
I found out that Luke was only pretending that the handcuffs were broken in order to celebrate the American prank holiday by fooling me.
You got me pretty good. I gotta admit, you got me pretty good.
Okay, so this week we are gonna just do the same, I guess. Nice.
Hey, Franco!
Luke waves at me.
Logan's having the last bingo game of the year. Big prizes! Do you want to come? It's $5 a card.
Oh, I need to actually go to this one. I don't have enough money. I thought he usually held bingo on Wednesdays. Why is this one on a Tuesday?
I don't know. Bad feng shui or something? He was talking to Suki about it, and she said something about a water wheel and a cheese, but I don't know if that means anything.
Trying to figure that out will probably make me even more confused.
So are you coming?
Sorry, no money.
Aw, too bad.
Crap, I actually need to do this. How can I... if I hadn't bought Donald a Valentine's card. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to try reloading to the last bingo game. And either not playing or winning some money there. And then I'll be back here. So give me a second, because we definitely need to do this. Alright. Luckily, luck was on my side when I reloaded, and I actually won a lot of money when I did the last bingo thing, and I got to $53. So with my newfound earnings, I actually bought the green charm from the magic shop, so now my green magic spells will actually cost less, which is fabulous. Excuse me. And I have more than enough left over to spare to play bingo. Finally. Man, this route has just been nothing but me being poor, which I guess is appropriate since Luke has also always been like, can I borrow some money, please? So it only makes sense. Anyway, we can play now, my boy. Alright.
Great!
I head over to Falcon Hall and wait for other players to arrive.
Greetings, Franco. The year is almost over, so there are few chances left to spend money. And those who wish to make large purchases are running out of time to increase their savings. Today's game, therefore, allows for unlimited card purchases, but only one jackpot. Winner takes all.
Only one chance? Well, I suppose there's not much left to lose anymore. I could actually buy 3 cards. There's no more plays. The donation's coming from my parents. I don't have to pay for the ball. I think I can actually safely buy 3 cards. And I did just say it before now, so if I've forgotten something important. I pay my money and select 3 cards. An unusual contestant waits while others select their cards. Hey, it's Suki. There! She picks up a card and sits down looking content. We wait for Logan to begin calling numbers. And... I win! $108! That was lucky. Woo! Yes! I can go shopping again! Wow, this is the redemption story we needed. Oh right, I'm co-president. This is gonna be a little different. Although that's weird. Is that because I'm president that I didn't get... There's supposed to be an option to talk to Luke about Kyo. But it didn't actually happen. But I didn't actually see the scene where Kyo got into an argument with Jacob. That's interesting. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna miss out on a little bit of Luke stuff. Maybe I'll see that in another route one of these days. I awaken in the night to the sound of rain driving itself against the walls and windows. Just a storm, nothing important. Back to sleep. Thunder? The thunder dance! I hurry to pull my clothes together and get moving. Out in the halls, I begin knocking on doors. I can see William further down already on his way out.
What's going on?
Come to the gym. It's time for a ritual.
What?
I leave him to finish waking up and move on to rouse more freshmen.
What? Alright, so Thundercall. Alright. I'm kind of sad I missed out on that. Oh well. Mail and allowances. Now I get my money. Which is fine. Whew, stressful though. I guess let's go see what we can buy. What do we got? We're going to the magic shop. I could get a fancy wand. Which will give me, like, more mana. Which would be kind of nice. I could get glasses. Nah. I could buy a couple of extra charms. I could buy some of these things. Do I even wanna? Probably for a schemy guy. Maybe I should get the fancy wand. And is there anything else I should get? You can buy 2? Why would you want to buy 2? Oh, sorry. You might look like an elf, but your hearing will not be improved. I'm gonna buy it just to see what it looks like. I'm curious. Okay. Call me curious. Alright. Let's read first. Huh. Really not a lot. Not a lot. Lucky win.
I played in Logan's bingo game and won /105-ish. Thundercall. Iris Academy celebrated the first storm of the spring season with a late-night dance.
And I missed out on a thing with Luke, but that's okay, I guess. Oh my goodness. Look at those ears. Do I want to wear those? Sure. You know what? New me. It's fine. Hi, guys.
Hey, Luke, you got a date lined up for the May Day ball? How long have I got? It's on May Day. The 1st of May? Right.
Do you have a date?
Well, I've got a girl in mind, but she hasn't said yes yet. Actually, I haven't asked. She had a hard time earlier this year. I don't want to be pushy. I'll work my way up to it, casual style. Does that work? Maybe?
I leave them to sort out their romantic confusion. What should I do this week?
What should I do? I guess we will do a red and a sleep and a blue and a black and a white. Let's see what happens. I didn't realize that Luke's ears are also kind of pointy.
Franco! Hey, Franco!
I turn to see Luke waving at me. Yes? Did he already forget what he was going to say?
Do you like music?
I took lessons when I was younger.
No, not like that. You know, like pop music?
American pop music? Sure, I guess. It depends on the song.
Right. Yeah, definitely. What do you think of, Can't Fight Midnight?
I'm not sure I know it. I don't get to hear much popular music since I'm at school and no one here has any sort of music player. Maybe if you sing a few lines.
What?
What?
I can't sing.
Then I suppose I don't know the song.
Right.
Was it important?
No!
The way he's acting doesn't make any sense. Are you trying to lead me into a joke?
No! Sorry.
Uh,
I just thought it might help us know more about each other. Knowing what songs people love shows you more of what they're like, you know?
don't we know each other? We see each other all the time. I suppose we don't often talk about serious subjects, but I'm not sure what pop music would have to do with anything serious either.
At school, people would sometimes make mixtapes for each other, but I guess that's kind of girly.
Aw, man. That takes me back. Mixtapes.
Don't you think?
What's a mixtape?
It's when you mix a whole bunch of songs together on a tape, so you can give it to someone else.
To show them the songs you like. So, basically the kind of thing Luke was already talking about. Why is he calling it girly then? Well, I can't listen to your songs, but if there's anything you want to ask me, go ahead.
Never mind.
What was that all about? He wanted to know more about me. Does that mean he's realized that I've been hiding my background? But then why doesn't he just ask? I don't understand.
Was he, like, in a roundabout way trying to ask us to the ball? Maybe? Or was he just being Luke? I don't know. I'm as confused as Franco. Okay, something's happening.
Today's lunch is spaghetti, meatballs optional. It's not my favorite dish. I like my pasta buttered.
Well, excuse me.
Luke sees me sitting at a table and smiles. He walks in my direction carrying his tray. And then he trips.
We all knew this was gonna happen.
The tray shoots out of his hands like a discus, sailing flat through the air, and neatly coming into contact with the surface of the table, where it continues to slide at high speed right towards me at the far end. Heads turning to watch as the plate full of spaghetti skates past, still moving in a straight line, and, slowing, glides into place against my tray with only the faintest thunk jiggling the silverware. One or two people applaud.
Indeed. Well done. That was totally intentional, right?
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Sit down. It's okay. Sure enough, once we shrug and carry on, so does the rest of the room. Nothing all that interesting happened after all. Still, Luke looks unusually uncomfortable. Do you want me to get you something? Extra dessert?
No, I just wanted to talk to you.
Okay, what's up?
Do you like me?
Of course I like you.
No, I mean, do you like me?
Why is he repeating himself?
Oh no. No, he's asking. I can't believe this is happening. I gave you a romantic Valentine's card, man. What do you think?
Oh, he means romantically. I sent him a Valentine and he said nothing. Why is he asking about this now?
Yeah, this. I thought you weren't interested.
I was interested in you that way, but I thought that you weren't.
I thought that you weren't.
I sent you a Valentine and you didn't say anything.
I handcuffed myself to you and you didn't say anything.
I thought you'd slap me if I said what I was thinking. He gets so flustered whenever I tease him, I was afraid I was upsetting him.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good at anything.
Hey.
I've never dated anyone. I've had crushes, but when I told them, they laughed at me.
Oh, who laughed at you, you sweet boy? Show me who they are. I'll beat them senseless. How dare they laugh at you?
So I didn't want to say anything. I wanted my feelings to go away so I wouldn't have to.
I know Luke feels self-conscious about being clumsy, but I didn't think he took it so far.
You're so cool and confident.
Not all the time.
You make me feel like a dumb kid. No, that's not right. You don't make me. I make me feel that way. And you're leaving, right? You're not coming back next year.
That's right.
So I knew I didn't have to say anything. You'd go away and I'd stop thinking about you. Except, what if I didn't stop thinking about you, and I felt even stupider for never asking? Except, what if I did ask and you made fun of me? So I tried to find a way to kind of figure out what you thought, but I messed it up.
Was that why he was asking me questions about music?
So, now I'm saying it. So you can laugh.
I'm not going to laugh.
I don't know what to say now.
How about... Will you go to the May Day ball with me?
Okay.
Well, go on and say the line.
Will you go to the May Day ball with me?
Yes.
Great!
Your lunch is getting cold, you know.
Right!
That was so wholesome. My heart. Yay!
He spends the rest of the meal telling me a bunch of old jokes and somehow managing to get spaghetti sauce on his forehead.
Oh, happy days. I had to change my entire personality and cheat at money, but I finally earned his love. Oh. Yay, I also got more money. I guess I'm studying. I don't have a lot of stress. How can I be stressed out when I've got this boy's love finally? Oh my goodness. Who knew? Who knew that this could happen?
My parents have sent a donation for the May Day ball, which means I'm now obligated to send a special thank you letter to my parents. Jacob has somehow produced cards with pictures of Iris Academy campus on them. A craft project with Professor Potsdam, I suppose. I do send my parents regular reports of events that happen here, but they're usually short and to the point. I suppose I can write a little more about my feelings. How I'm grateful for my parents sending me here and supporting me. How I've enjoyed my freedom. How I miss my home. And what I'm afraid it will be like once I am home to be missing everything that I found here. I'll tell them that I'm looking forward to the ball, and how thankful everyone is for their sponsorship. That should be enough.
It's the most heartfelt letter we've ever sent. But more importantly, let's read about the spaghetti. It's about the spaghetti!
Iris Academy celebrated the first storm of the spring season with a late-night dance.
Did I? Yeah, okay, I read that before. Missing music.
Luke wanted to talk to me about a song he liked, but I didn't know the song and he wouldn't sing it for me. He seemed upset about something, but I couldn't understand what.
Spilling spaghetti.
Luke tripped in the cafeteria today, but luckily no harm was done. We talked about the upcoming May Day ball, and I agreed to go with him.
And letters home.
Those of us whose parents donated to the May Day ball fundraiser had to write cards thanking them.
Ah, and the next time, we've got ourselves a date.